Grand evening. It's May 2nd, 10:46 p.m. 2025. I am Toya, and this is the Blue Lighthouse Mantle. Today was the last day of class, and we were working on mediumship. So each one of us had to think of somebody that we wanted to hear from or what have you. And then we wrote the information on a piece of paper and gave it to somebody else in the class. And they channeled what they could. I wanted to talk to my Uncle Reggie. Because he's passed on. He passed on in 2023. And I didn't know. I didn't know. And I can't remember what made me look him up. What was it that made me look him up? What was it? I don't know if I was listening to someone who said that somebody had passed on, but the family was keeping it a secret. So I think that's what it was that made me look into him. And I just did a simple obituary search. And there he was. Yeah. I didn't know him that well. After my grandmother had passed, he really stopped dealing with the family. I mean, occasionally he'll talk to people. I know he talked to my mom a lot. Oh my God, my stomach started hurting. I can't say what I just thought, but anyway. um anyway. So the person who had me channeled my uncle, and he said quite a few funny things. And all I can do was like be okay because I didn't know him. So the last time I remember being around him, we was at someone's house. It was like these Jewish dudes he was hanging around with, and he gave me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich on this bread that had lots of seeds and nuts in it, which is okay. But this seemed to be like a homemade one because it was very, very dense. Yep. I remember Fig Newtons, but I don't remember if he gave me Fig Newtons. I know that was his father, my granddad's like favorite thing. But I think he did give me some Fig Newtons along with that peanut butter and jelly salad. I remember a Volkswagen Beetle. Not very, a lot of memories of him. I always wanted to know or talk to him because he didn't deal with the family. And I wanted to know if his reasons for not dealing with the family was the same reasons that I didn't deal with my family. So, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe one day I can talk to him, but he was very private. I know where that comes from. There he goes again. I am going to say that when I think of him, he reminds me a lot of myself. And I'm going to leave it at that. I don't have any proof. I just have some gut feelings every time I mention something that's compared to me and him. I trust my gut, though. I just don't want to say it openly on here. Anyway, for me, he wanted me to pick up on somebody that he was close to. It wasn't a real blood family member, but it would be family just the same, just not a blood. And got quite a few things that I got quite a few things that he really confirmed. So I always get nervous about doing that, because you just never know. And I know the more I do it, the better it will become, the easier it will be for me to be confident in relaying the messages. Because there was something that before we even started, I was like they were doing a prayer. I had gotten a name of who we wanted, but we were doing like a meditation portion before we started. And in the meditation portion, I got something was going on my nose, like something was bothering my nose, tickling. It wasn't even a tickling. I can't really explain what was going on with my nose. But there happened to be, he mentioned something about a fire. So, yeah. Yeah. I think mediumship is my favorite. I also heard something, this is kind of changing subjects, but not really. I can't think of what it's called. But it's like you're not really talking to the people per se, but it's like you are having memories. I shouldn't have mentioned it because I can't think of what the name of it is. I heard it from Witch and Synth, Witch and Synth. I heard it from her YouTube. She's really good, by the way. She speaks about a lot of things. It's not that old. So and so doing this. This person is karmic. Blah blah. She don't do none of that. She is about growing your skills. She talks about things I've never heard of before. Some deep stuff about getting you together, and so you can be prepared for your journey, or what have you. It's not about all that what everybody else is doing, and that's one reason why I appreciate her. I like what she's doing. You can't really see her face. There's a few videos where you can see her face talking to other people and whatnot, but she doesn't do that often because she doesn't want you paying attention to what she looks like, and just pay attention to what she's talking about and get the message. I like that as well. But I don't know. I don't know what my team is preparing me for. I don't. But I have completed my level 3 intuition. I know somebody was like, well, you already knew how to do all of this. Why you need to go to school for that? Because sometimes things can help you to learn how to sort stuff out, how to make some things a priority. Didn't know that. So all my life listening to people from the past that's passed on talk to me and say things. I just thought that was just the way it's supposed to be. I did not know until I started that you can say you don't want to be bothered. I didn't know that. I didn't know that you can, even though I did have a dream, but I'll talk about that. I didn't know that you can say, one at a time, or, because sometimes they come at you. Not in a mean way, but they have things they need to talk about, things they need to say, things that's going to help you or protect you. Yeah. But like I said, I didn't know that you can do that. And I think in the beginning, I thought that they were like here and I was here. And I'm trying not to think in that way. It's not like I'm working for them or they're working for me. It's like a team thing. We are all together. Now they have powers to be able to do things that I don't. Even though I am able to see, hear, smell, taste things that, that they probably couldn't when they were here. Well, somebody could because it's been passed down to me, though. But you know what I mean. Anyway, I was going to talk about the dream. So I think I've mentioned this few times. The dream about the entity that had asked me to escort him somewhere. And I had told the entity that they needed to give me 3 days. And then I'll make a decision whether I want to escort them to where they needed to go or not. Because it was their time to go. And exactly 3 days, the entity came back to me and asked me what was my answer. And I said, yes, of course. And then I escorted the entity. I don't know the name. I know what it looks like, but I'm not going to describe that because people going to be like, what the fuck was you doing? What? But anyways, yeah, that was an interesting situation. And I can't say it was a dream. Because most of my dreams, if I try to go back into them at a different time, I won't be able to do that. So that's why I say I don't think this is a dream. This was me in another space, realm, reality, dimension. Yep. Let me just throw this out there. Don't know why this makes me want to cry all the time, but I am overjoyed. I am so grateful and thankful to be here for such a time as this, doing what it is that I'm doing. I never thought that this could be a thing, you know? It just is what happened to me all my life. I just didn't know that people make money off of this. And I'm not saying that that's what I want to do. Would it be nice? Of course. But my point is, all those souls who were beaten not to use their gifts, all those that were ridiculed not to use their gifts, all those that were killed not to use their gifts, out of fear, out of jealousy, because of misunderstanding, whatever the case may be. I want to be able to speak for those. I do. So many people had such promising gifts, things that they can do to help other people, to help the world. And because people didn't have those gifts, didn't know how to tap in, because they were not human, And the only way that they can survive was to siphon, kill, steal, and destroy the energy of those who had beautiful talents and skills and gifts. Hear me and hear me now. Whoever, whenever the truth is coming out, it may not be me, it may not be the person next to me, but this is the time of truth. It's coming out, the time of knowing. There's many people now who just know things and don't know how they know. Some of them say it and they are ridiculed, or their life has been threatened because of things they know. You have to understand, you who may be doing those things, if you are doing things to get into the energy of a specific person, that person is going to pick up on the things that you are doing because you are in their energy. It's simple. Stop trying to siphon energy from other people. If you do not know how to tap in, take a class. Or just go to the Most High. If you don't believe there is a Most High, go hug a tree. Even though it's going to all do full circle because the Creator made all of that. Okay. If you are not of this space, and your only way to survive is to kill, steal, and destroy, so that you can just be, stop being. Yes, I said that. Stop being. Just like He wanted me and others to stop being. Stop being. Let it go. Let it go. I'm not going to apologize. I was getting ready to, but I'm not going to apologize for that. You sent people through too much hell and torment. Children. Mm-mm. Those who know how to get rid of parasites, get rid of the parasites. On to something else. That's my buddy. You know, people trying to make him sick because he's attached to me. We return all of that to you. We don't want your bad stuff. We don't want your projections. We don't want your hatred, your envy, your jealousy. We don't want none of that. All the stuff that happened to you when you were young, we've been through stuff too. But that don't mean that you gotta take it out on somebody else. Ain't that right, Bubba? You know, I remember when I was about 10 years old and I had a dog and she was young and I helped her to deliver 2 sets of puppies. She had them like back to back. And she smothered a lot of them because she didn't know what she was doing and I had to bury them in the backyard. But I remember getting towels. My mom was so mad. At that time, I thought I wanted to be a veterinarian. Yeah. When she got rid of the dog, I just stopped. I mean, you know, I liked animals and what have you, but I didn't deal with them. I didn't have one for my children, of course, because dogs are expensive. They don't have no life insurance, no health insurance or nothing. But I'm grateful that I get to spend time with my pup. I learned a lot of lessons just walking him, you know, being out in nature. Even though he be trying to dog me, you know, make me do stuff that I don't want to do. So I make him wait. It might be only like 5 minutes, but still, he wait those 5 minutes. My heart is full. It is. And I can't really explain it. It might not even be me. What I'm feeling might be my ancestors being happy for me. Somebody was like, thank you. I love you too. So that is a lesson for you. A lot of times when we are going through things, even if you're not on your journey, but you are tapped in, you get these cravings for certain foods. You get to thinking about a certain person. You get to saying things that you don't usually say. You might act a certain way that's like someone else. You cry uncontrollably sometimes. certain situations you'll get angry where you wouldn't get angry before. And it doesn't always mean that that is your stuff. That's why we have to learn how to distinguish what's yours and what's not. It's a process. I've learned a lot and still got so much to learn. Yeah. I mean, I used to cry and cry and cry. I mean, think about it. I know that there's probably others who have been on a journey, and sometimes they can only do so much. And now it's your turn, and you're getting further than the last person did. And they're so happy. Some people who are on a journey, nobody has done anything to help their ancestors. Can you imagine you looking at being around your great grandchild, and they're doing things to spruce up the bloodline where some people weren't able to do that before, to stop some generational stuff that no one was ever to stop before, was ever able to stop before. Can you imagine how proud they are of you? I think it's beautiful. And just imagine when I'm gone, the things I'm doing now, what I had to go through, what I'm fighting for, fighting through, so that those that come after me won't have to do it. That is a goal. I'll take it. That's my love for my grandbabies. Yep. They don't have to go through this. I'm not saying they don't have to go through anything. But to the extent that I'm going through it, I'll make sure they don't have to do that. Imagine all the people in your family who were lied upon, said they were this and they were not, who got things stolen from them, their homes, the land that they grew up on. Oh, all these indigenous people who were basically told, say that you are black, or else we gonna kill you. but allowed all these other people pay their $5 so they can have records say that they are indigenous or Native American, I should say. Huh. Yeah. It's gonna end. Is it all gonna come out tomorrow? No. Is it all gonna come out in 5 years? Probably not. But we're scraping away at it. Each one of us teach one. So forth and so on. Everybody's speaking up. We gotta fight. It's not gonna be easy. We have to learn how to harness that tenacity, that strength, ingenuity of those that came before us, whose blood is running through our veins. Everything you need is within you. Everything you need is within you. Yep. I say Most High, I say God, I say my ancestors. We are all one. There are times where I look at things as an extension of myself. But I know that we all are just one. Most people will be like, well, you talking about this and that, but yet you still say scriptures, or you still stop looking so this and that. It's take out, when you're listening to some people on YouTube, take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. Whatever is pertinent to you, whatever resonates with you, whatever makes you go, that sounds familiar or that feels familiar, take that out of whatever. And if it's something you don't agree with, leave it for somebody else, because somebody else might agree with that. But I had a post earlier today, I think it was. Whether you're a spiritualist, whether you're a Christian, whether you are an atheist, everybody call what is real something different. But it's the same thing. It's the same thing. We are connected. Everything is connected. Another tidbit. If you're on your journey and you want everybody to understand what it is that you talk about, if you start talking to somebody and you look in their eyes and they look like they just glassed up, stop talking. If they get angry, stop talking. if they just stop talking. Or, I'm saying, the other day I was outside. Did I say this already? Anyway, the other day I was outside and I was taking pictures. It's like an app. You can take a picture of like plants and stuff. And it'll give you the name, where it's from, all this other kind of pertinent information. And I was in the house and I was talking to my oldest daughter. And I was like, yeah, in your backyard, you got this kind of tree and you got this kind of flower growing and blah, blah, blah. And this one come from Europe. And she was like, I wish you could have seen her face. I couldn't do nothing but bust out laughing. Because she's like, I don't know what the fuck you. She didn't say that, but the way she was looking was like, okay. I had to say, I'm sorry. I forgot everybody ain't a nerd like me. Because I'm a nerd. But I wasn't always, well, that's a lie. I've always wanted to know stuff. I love learning. I love information. Information, knowledge is some things. Is something that no one can take away from you. They cannot. But if you talking to somebody and you got that feeling that they have no clue what it is you're talking about, stop talking because everybody's not ready. And some people will get very angry with you. It doesn't make sense to you why they get angry. And you on your own journey. You just explaining something that you learned or found out. Why are you getting angry about that? Probably because they not there. They can't see past what it is that they're doing. You are messing up their pretty little picture, their little movie that they're in. You messing that up, bringing all this other information in there. They don't want to deal with that. And it took me a minute to understand that. It did. And to this day, I might say something and finish my thought and then just stop after that because everybody's not ready. Everybody's not ready, and you can't make them. Their journey is their journey. Their contract might say, I'm going to come to earth and have all the riches in the world. I'm just going to be rich. I want everything brand name, and I'm going to have the nicest cars and nicest houses and whatever. And you're going to do anything by any means to get those things because that's what you wanted in this lifetime. No judgment. It is what it is. What time is it? 11:30. 11:30 Friday, May 2nd, 2025. I'm grateful for a new job, but My team has let me know I'm not going to be there for very long. Yep. It's always onward and upward. Mm-hmm. I will say here and now, though, whoever, wherever, that have it in their mind already to do things, say things, maneuver things to stop, slow down, or hinder my moving forward. If ever. That's all I can say. I'm tired. I am Toya. I win. And this is the Blue Lighthouse Mantle. Laters.